countdown is on to their meeting in the ring.
Wow.
But the story of their journey there was anything but complete.
Yeah.
As the two best fighters in the world risk everything for history.
The fight is won or lost far away from witnesses, behind the lines in the gym, and out there on the road, long before I dance under those lights. Today, those words thunder louder than ever as the boxing world braces for Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence "Bud" Crawford, a showdown written in destiny.
I think that a lot of people is, over thinking the size advantage. Canelo is a strong fighter in himself, and he's a good puncher, but so am I, and fight night is going to be good.
Canelo, the pride of Mexico, has marched through weight classes like a conqueror seizing new kingdoms, his legacy already etched in gold among the immortals.
I'm here in boxing to make history, and winning for me means a lot in this fight because he's one of the best in the last 15 years. He accomplished a lot, and I accomplished a lot, and I think it's a perfect match.
Crawford, the cold-blooded genius from Omaha, is the embodiment of perfection, solving every puzzle, dismantling every obstacle.
I ain't came across him yet. Everything happened for a reason, and I truly and firmly believe the reason for me to be in this situation right now is to become 3-time undisputed champion of the world.
Leaving no doubt that he belongs atop the pound-for-pound throne. This is no ordinary fight. This is a collision of legacies, where size meets speed, where pride clashes with brilliance, where history demands a victor.
I was excited, but I wasn't like, oh, I beat Spence, or I didn't. It was something that I already knew was gonna happen. I just needed the opportunity to show everyone.
On this night, two men step into the ring not merely to defend titles, but to chase immortality, to carve their names upon the eternal throne of boxing greatness. From Ali's truth about the grind straight into Crawford's cold, clinical confidence, you can feel the chill in the air. Bud isn't selling humble hype. He's the walking blueprint for beating Canelo. He looks dead at the cameras and says, "I'm going to win." Calls it the biggest fight of his life, but he's not flinching at the size and the spotlight or the stage. He wants those belts. He wants that 3-weight undisputed crown, and he's treating the whole thing like a job interview he's already overqualified for. What makes it dangerous for Canelo? Bud stays in Omaha. He trusts his circle. He trains like Netflix and Dana White's platform don't even exist. It's just another camp, another ring. But don't get it twisted, that calm is lethal. Crawford studies opponents like case files and lands punches like ugly truths you can't ignore. Here's the hot take. Canelo brings granite, pride, and firepower. But Crawford? He brings the remote control to the TV Canelo's used to starring on. He can change the channel mid-fight, force Canelo to play his game, watch his show, live in his rhythm. So yeah, I'm hyped. And you should be too, because when Bud says, "I ain't worried about Canelo's size, and I want his belts, I want his legacy," he's not telling a story. He's placing a bet with his career, his name, his place in history is the stake. And if you don't like those odds, you might be sleeping on boxing history in real time. And just when you thought Bud's confidence couldn't get any scarier, here comes his brother-in-arms, Steven "So Cold" Nelson, dropping gems that make you look at Canelo like, "Bro, you sure about this?" Nelson ain't sugarcoating nothing. He flat out said Bud's power at this weight hits different. Not a little stronger different, nah. New iPhone charger, don't fit the old plug. Different. He reminds us Bud's always been testing himself on bigger dudes. Light heavies, middleweights, you name it. And holding his ground every time. And here's the kicker. Nelson swears Bud ain't even small. He's been walking around at 170 for years, meaning on fight night, Canelo ain't facing a blown-up welterweight. He's facing Omaha steak, extra seasoning, prime cut. But the wildest part? Nelson compared this fight to a spaceship landing on Earth. And I felt that. Picture it. Canelo looking up, and Bud descending in a NASA suit ready to jab him into another orbit. Look, people keep saying size matters, but if Nelson's right about this new power, Canelo might end up looking like he ordered the wrong Netflix package. And you, me, all of us, we're sitting front row for the glitch in the system. Nelson just set the table. Bud's a freak of nature, Canelo's a top-tier beast, and we're all strapped in, waiting for chaos. Then Caleb Plant steps in, and you know Plant don't sugarcoat. He's seen it all, fought the best, and the way he sizes this one up, it's like a coach who respects the storm but still can't believe the sky looks this wild. Plant gives both guys their flowers. Crawford switching stances like a ninja on espresso. Canelo bringing that pound-for-pound menace with every shot. And the best part? Plant keeps it real, calls it a question mark fight. Not because he doubts the talent, but because this is that rare kind of matchup where danger, skill, and unpredictability all collide. He might as well be telling fans, sit back, relax, and watch the fireworks. You're about to see a storm. Because this ain't just a fight. It's a strategy battle with fists, a mental chess match where every feint, every counter, every angle could be the turning point. Whoever comes out on top, legendary status, no debate. And yeah, I'm already making popcorn for this one. But speaking of unpredictability, do you know where Bud's switch-hitting mastery came from? On the JRE MMA show, Crawford laid it out. A childhood hand injury forced him to train his left. What started as survival turned into a superpower, and now he's a nightmare. Orthodox southpaw, doesn't matter. Move left, move right. Bud cuts you off like he's got the blueprint of your soul. He'll trap you, flip stances mid-combo, and suddenly the punches are coming from angles you didn't even know existed. And here's the genius. He doesn't just switch to survive, he switches to dominate. He uses it to turn the heat up mid-fight, smother you in the pocket, land bombs with both hands. It's like fighting two men in one body. That adaptability, that creativity, that instinct, that's what separates the good from the legendary. It's blood, sweat, obsession, and genius rolled into one. And when you step into the ring with Crawford, you're not just facing a fighter, you're facing a puzzle that fights back. Canelo versus. Billy Joe Saunders wasn't just a fight. It was chaos bottled up and unleashed under the lights. From the opening bell, Canelo walked in like he owned the ring, throwing every punch with the authority of a man who knew exactly how the night was going to end. Saunders tried to play slick, switching stances, moving like he was auditioning for a dance crew. But slick only works until you run into a buzzsaw, and Canelo? He was the buzzsaw. Round by round, he chipped away, landing sharp counters, body hooks, crisp jabs, pressure stacking like a ticking time bomb. And then it detonated. That uppercut. Brutal, surgical, and fight-ending. One shot that shattered Saunders' orbital bone and stopped the fight in the 8th. Not luck, not chance. Just calculated destruction. The numbers told the story too. Canelo outlanded Saunders 73-60, connected on over half his power shots, and reminded everyone his timing is still untouchable. Saunders banked $8 million for the night, but Canelo? A guaranteed $15 million that likely ballooned north of $35 million with PPV. But the real payday was legacy. That's the contrast that makes this next showdown legendary. Canelo, the finishing machine, predator precision, smashing through faces with pure force. Crawford, the ice-cold tactician, chess on canvas, breaking fighters down without ever losing his calm. This isn't just a matchup. Chaos versus control. Two masters of their craft walking in with everything to prove. So here's the question. Who you rolling with? Smash that like button, share this with your fight fam, and subscribe to BoxingHQ Histories on Deck. And you do not want to miss it.